In this video, we are going to learn about timings and scores. How do you get to the top of the scoreboards? I'm here with Richard and Morea. Richard is the head of QA for Heroes. That means that he works on quality assurance, making sure all the bugs are squashed and the game is as perfect as it can be. Morea is the head of our community on Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, you can check out the description of the video and click to find our server there. Guys, thank you for joining me today.
Of course.
No problem.
Let's talk about scores. So every game you need scores, right? And this one is no different. What kind of rankings do you score in Heroes as you play it? So here's the game where you have 12 questions, and in those 12 questions, you need to answer as quickly as possible. But how do you get to the rankings? Let's have a look over here. Richard, guide us through where to find rankings, first of all.
All right, so there are two ways to go through the menu. You can either swipe or you can press that big red arrow, and that will lead you through. And right after challenges is rankings. There, after you've signed into your account, the game will have saved your best time and how much XP and how many answers you have answered. And so here we can see that Sam is number 18 on the ranking. And so to get a better ranking, you have to go in, you have to play the game. And if you've watched our other video using effects to get a better time, and as you can see, number 1 right now is under 1 second. That's kind of crazy.
Has to be hacked.
Kind of crazy. So
I just want to point out that Julio is the chief developer for Heroes. Yeah. So I'm sure he's rigged this to answer all of them pretty quickly.
100%.
Yeah,
but Jan Michael isn't. So he must have used lots of Joshua effects and Jesus effects and know the answer.
He's a whole gamer.
And then Rowena in 5 seconds. I know Rowena, and she's obsessive with this. So, you know, let's see what happens. Now, we changed the rules a little bit to make it a little bit harder. So if you get it in the new rules, you know, before 5 seconds, that's going to be pretty special. Now, we're going to reset the score soon so that we're going to start from scratch March 25th. And if you're watching this after March 25th and you're playing the game, then you're using the public stuff, and it will be different from this. So, Richard, we talked about time at the top. Morea, tell us about XP. What is XP?
I believe this is the total amount of experience that you've accumulated through all of your playing. So you see up there, you got Jonas with over 10 million. And oh my, there's so many out here. And
this is all hacked. I'm pretty sure.
We're not going to talk about it, but it might be for development reasons.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. And
it's fine.
What is XP? What are experience points for those that are not used to games?
So experience points are basically like how far you've come in the game. So the more time you spend, the more you gain, and so it's a proof of like how much you've spent doing the game. So if you complete games, if you answer questions, you'll receive a certain amount of experience, and this experience can be used to help you unlock or just meet the requirements to unlock other heroes and other effects.
Excellent. Richard, answers. That's pretty obvious, right?
Easy. When you play the game, you get 12 questions. However many that you answer correctly, it'll accumulate more and more and more. So, and this one, you can't cheat with. You gotta answer the questions correctly. So, as like Sam, he has 192 questions answered correctly. And if we look at number 1, Tony has 1,884. That's how you know he's a real gamer. He's been playing this game. He's been grinding. But it's interesting because Jan Michael is 2 levels higher with about 600 less answers.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Probably effects, using the Elijah effect to get double XP. So, like I said in that previous video, go check it out. You'll learn more about how to use effects to your gameplay and how to better yourself in the score and the high scores.
So Jan is playing better even though Honey is answering more questions, right?
I mean, look at
Yeah.
Rowena. She's only answered 732 and she's on level 26.
Interesting.
So we
Excellent
know they're
point.
using some effects
Ooh.
there.
And I know that Rowena did not have access to the board at the back where you can get effects. And let me explain how this works. When you're developing a game, you need to play with different scenarios. Richard, for example, needs to test all of the effects. And if every new version he has to play 15 hours to open all the heroes, then we wouldn't have a game.
So
So
inefficient.
the developers created a way for him to add more effects at the back in order to test the game. This is what I did, and that's why you'll see there that I have so many XP, 3 million, but the answers are, only 192. So this is a development edition. It's a beta version of the game. And Rowena, as you can see, she plays 732 questions, answer correctly, but she's already on level 26, which means that she's memorizing it. She's reading her Bible. She's learning. She's got that kind of strategy going for it. So what are some strategies that people can use, guys, in order to get the rankings, to show their name on top of the rankings? Let's run through a few of them.
All right. So one for specifically the XP one, I'll say, you have to use the Elijah effect, and you have to try and get the max amount of effects that you can buy, because then you get double XP for every single round. And like we talked about before, that multiplier comes in handy.
Yes.
Because if you get a big multiplier, times that by 2, times that by 5, just imagine how much XP you can get per question. It's insane.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the strategy to do if you're going to try and get the most XP.
And Maria, if you want to score really well when it comes to time, if you want to answer quickly, what are the key effects you need to answer very quickly? Let's go through the list of effects here. I'll put it on the screen, and then you can tell us which one will have the greatest effect on it. Here. There you go. Nope, this one. There you go. All right, we got it. So which ones are good for timing?
Joshua effect would be a really good one, because in those 5 seconds that it pauses time for you, you can read the question over, look at the answers, and then pick out the one that you think is going to be best. That cuts out 5 seconds of just like pondering time, but those 5 seconds do fly by. So another good one for you to use would be Abraham, because that one just halves all the answers. Like since you have 4, it splits it into 2, and it shows you only 2 ones that could be the possible answer. So it just makes it a lot quicker, a lot simpler, a 50-50 chance. And then you can either choose Jesus or Revelation effect. The Revelation effect is only good if you know you can get all the answers correct. We have a video where we tried to use the Revelation effect, and we kept just missing one question out of the 12, and we couldn't use it at the very end. So in order to use the Revelation effect, you have to be very confident in your ability to use both the effects and your memory. But the Jesus effect, it's like the best one that you can have, because you click the Jesus effect, not the Revelation effect. You click the Jesus effect, and it shows you the right answer no matter what. So,
and you can get through it. Fantastic. Okay, guys, what else do you want to point out in terms of strategy that people can use to rank well?
The more you play the game, the more you will become comfortable with the game itself, with how the effects work, and it will build up your XP and how many questions you've answered. So you'll automatically be going up on those ones, but at the same time, you'll be learning how to be faster and faster, so you can get higher up on that leaderboard as well.
Let me point something out here that we didn't before, and that is when you play, let's not take any effects in. I just want to point this out just at the beginning here. When you are playing the game over here and you answer something, his private rooms, when you answer wrong, notice the arrow that points you to the right answer. So in this question, it says, how many sons did I have? If I put 210, obviously it is the wrong answer, because Noah did not have 210 sons yet. But when you click on it, look at that. It points, you see that green arrow? It points to the correct answer. So if you're paying attention, by just playing the game, it will teach you what the correct answer is. The game itself teaches you about the lives of these heroes. Again, you answered wrong, boom, that's the correct answer. and so on and so forth. And that's very helpful for people, right?
Mhm.
Because then they can learn the Bible as they go along. Richard, final thoughts for us.
Another little strategy that might be good is having a group of friends, or maybe having someone there to like play with you. That can really help you, especially if you might not know a question and they will. They can easily say, "Oh, it's that one," and then you press it, it's correct. So playing with friends also helps with a good strategy to try and get the best time or even the most XP.
So we're saying XP all the time. So that stands for experience points, and it's just a measurement of how much you are playing, and that's one of the rankings over there. But it's not just playing, right? If you keep answering the question wrongly, you get no XP. So the number of times that you are playing the game with strategy. The more experience you have with the Bible, the more correct answers you know, the better you use the Elijah effect that doubles your experience points. You get a much better result. Well, guys, thank you for joining me in this video. Richard Morea, I know that you are constantly playing this game and you are part of this project, and we're very thankful to have you and your expertise helping us make the best game possible. If you're watching from home, if you're watching on your device, if you are connecting with us, however you are connecting with us, you can go to the Play Store, to the App Store, and search for Heroes 2 Bible Game or Heroes 2 Bible Trivia Game. You will find this, and then you can pre-order or pre-download, or if the game is already available, you can download the full version and play. We've got other videos that you can watch that talk about how to organize events in your church, group, wherever, school. And we also have other videos that explain each of these effects and so on. So follow this entire playlist and you'll be able to watch all of these gameplay strategies of how to make the most out of Heroes.